Alright, hello. We should have started now. Okay, so I will say first things first. Obviously the stream doesn't really have a lot going on. It's just my little PNG in the corner, and I think it's gonna stay that way. I don't really know what to do about that. Um, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do. Um, since what's it called? like um for a good while my main thing has been IDV, and that was not really part of the plan. I didn't really want it to be IDV. I this channel has always been this channel has always supposed to be like for indie games and like story based games specifically, like small indie games, but also I did have plans to play bigger games that weren't indie, like maybe Danganronpa, and no game was really supposed to stick around for a long time, if that makes sense. So that was always the plan. So pretty much we're just going back to that, and I guess this is just like it was always something that I was trying to go back to, but IDV was just very comfortable for me, and that's why I kept streaming it, right? Because just straight up, the game is fun for me, and I did enjoy playing it. So it was easier for it was like easy for me to just start up a stream and then do it, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I like there's plenty of games actually that have been on my little to-do list for a long time. Hang on, I'm gonna open up the file because I have like games. Okay, so the Crooked Man, I never really finished that, but that was a weird situation. There's so many games that I've never finished. Tale of Urea. That has been on my to-do list for probably a good year now, and I just never finished that. And I had always had plans on finishing it. I did enjoy the game, and I do want to continue playing it. So that's something that I want to do. There's Buried Stars that I still haven't finished. I want to continue playing Reverse. Reverse is gonna take a long ass time. There's also Project Eden. I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore, considering the fact that I think Project Eden had some kind of controversy. There's some kind of there are like several visual novels as well that I have in here, but they're Hikabana. I have Hikabana. What the hell? There's a lot of games that I've played and was planning on continuing playing. What is I Am Dave? And then there's like some other games that I have played in the past that I plan on playing again for stream and just pretending that I've never played it before, or some games that I do actually plan on revisiting. For example, Pocket Mirror, I got the normal ending for that game because I fucked up getting the true ending, so I never got that, right? And I planned on buying the Steam version and replaying it, and then going back and getting the true, like getting maybe the true ending and like the good ending, right? um I don't have any plans on getting the bad ending because that would be a lot of work and it would be kind of tedious, so I didn't do that. And I also plan on playing the sequel game, Little Goody Two Shoes, on stream as well. There's like plenty of games I have planned, right? But like setting it up and like setting up a schedule for that is hard for me to find the like energy and motivation to do so, and I don't know why. Because I do want to play them. I do like the games, right? Or at least like some of the games that I've played before. But for some reason, it's just difficult for me, and I don't exactly know why. I played Nocia, right? And that one, like, I basically just played it like hours on end every day, and then just kept going, and like it was like I would basically stream for like 2 weeks straight, I think, and then afterwards I would take a long break, and that's basically how it was for a while. And IDV was just like it was like, I guess, I don't know, something that like I was doing anyways, and I had fun doing, so that's why I wanted I, shit that's why I wanted to keep doing it. But obviously I can't, well, not that I can't, but for reasons I'd rather not play it and stream it anymore. Um, and this was always a decision that I was thinking about doing anyway. So the recent AI situation where NetEase was caught using AI for some of the trailers and some of the art and posters and stuff like that. Um, I think this is like a good enough reason to like call it quits. So that does mean that I will not be finishing the event for Truth and Inference, at least. You know, you're not gonna see my commentary and like streams for it if you, but for like documentation reasons, there's gonna probably be other channels out there. So hopefully that's okay. But yeah, sorry. um yeah, so I have a lot of plans and a lot of games I do want to get to, and this is pretty much just so I think this works out for me. But also another thing is I did want to have games I can continuously play, but I didn't want that to be like the main content either, right? That was always supposed to be a weekend thing, and not whatever happened with IDV. Um so while IDV is gone in terms of like, I guess, a continuous like game where you like, play you just play matches and stuff. I don't think like that kind of game is completely off the table. I'm not gonna play Dead by Daylight though. I refuse, because I fucking hate the people and community. I've met one, two people maybe. I think I met two people from that game, and they fucking sucked. Okay, so everyone I met from that game sucked. So I'm trying to, I think I have League of Legends as one of the games I was thinking about playing, and I'm just gonna say I tried it a little bit. I don't want to play that either. I do not want to deal with like the toxic ass communities that they have. So we're gonna avoid games like that. If they're like, if anyone comes to the VOD or if anyone comes to the stream and they want to recommend a game for me to play, I will absolutely think about it. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna give it a shot, but I will at the very least think about it. But yeah, so what I'm going to try to do, I'm not gonna do, like, I'm gonna have at least a schedule, and I'm gonna probably try to do every other day streams, or if I can, I would like to do. I don't know what is like the normal schedule for streamers, because the thing is, I do not have, like, one, I do not have a consistent schedule, and two, I do not like, well, I don't have any kind of schedule, but like, I can, like, there will be times I'll stream every single day of the week and stream for hours at that, and then there will be times I do not stream for like a whole month or like 3 months. Like, fuck. Getting Twitch affiliate actually has helped a lot with that, because it makes it so that I have not taken like a 3 month hiatus randomly, which is good, because it does keep me on track a bit, and it does help me grow a bit. I do need to try to be more consistent though. So what I'm gonna try to do at the very least, this is gonna be something for me exclusively, and I'm not gonna really publish it anywhere else, because I don't really. I mean, I guess it would be helpful to be held accountable, but like, I don't want to set up expectations and then not go through with it, because like, I was barely really able to start the stream because of how tired I was. Like, I wanted to stream way sooner, and I wanted to stream more, right. I was planning on streaming yesterday, but I pushed it back to today. And that's because I just don't really have a lot of energy. I'm just always tired, and I don't know why. Like I would just randomly pass out sometimes, and it's not good. So I like I also just procrastinate a lot, and that's bad for me. So um I don't know if I can put up a schedule to say like, hey guys, I'm gonna stream like Wednesday at 10 p.m. I don't know, Western Standard Time. Is that a thing? I don't know, just making shit up. And I don't know if I can consistently stick to whatever schedule I set, and I don't want to disappoint people and say like, oh, I'm gonna stream this time, and they like cancel it, and I'll keep canceling it, right? Because that's something that has happened with previous streams before, where like I would make plans to stream, and then I would just not stream for the whole week, and then it's just sad. And I don't wanna do that. I don't want to disappoint people, so I don't. So I do plan on having like a little schedule for myself, but I don't plan on, I guess, publishing it so no one gets disappointed. Which maybe that's bad because I'm not gonna. Uh, Maybe I'll be like less likely to stick to my words, but you know I'm bad at sticking to like streaming in general. I usually delay things so much. I'm really sorry about that. Um, and yeah, but I'm gonna just try to at least make a schedule for myself and try to stream more than one time a week. Hopefully, at least a week. um, if possible, I plan on doing 2 streams on the weekdays and then 1 stream on the weekend. But which weekend I go with, I'm not completely sure yet. I guess it can change depending on what I need to do and when I need to do things. Um, so I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I think after this stream is over, okay, I'm going to try to stream. Maybe like I'm going like if I can, I'll try to stream Buried Stars. And I think for our continuous game right now, I only really have Reverse. So I think Reverse is going to take that time slot, but is eventually going to move to a weekday slot, considering the fact that I do consider that more of a story game rather than like a continuous game, if that makes sense. Like a continuous game, which would like there were some things I experimented with, which was like, for example, Plants vs Zombie. That was a thing I did for a bit, very short amount of time. I also have Slime Rancher. That's an option, but there's also The Sims. I've did that, and honestly, I did. They tend to be very long streams, but I took them all down because they were very boring. Because I would forget to commentate a lot, right? I would just sit there and kind of just let build things, decorate things, and then like let my Sims work and stuff. I don't think that's very interesting, so I don't want to do The Sims. Um, uh, I honestly don't know what I can do that would be interesting for me to like to replace IDV. Like fuck. And then ooh, I want to play the Tails game. Yeah, that would be fun, but that's expensive. One day. Should I do Don't Starve? I used to play that a lot with my friends. Oh my god, I should do Don't Starve together streams. That would be fun. Wait. Um, I'm really bad at the game though. I will say that. Oh, Yumi Nikki. Why is that a continuous game? The fun never ends. Surely there's an ending for Yumi Nikki, right? I thought there was an ending for Yumi Nikki. Okay. Um. But yeah. So that I'm not gonna do Yumi Nikki for. I actually did play a little bit of Yumi Nikki. I don't really like it. I don't really know what the appeal of the game is, because a lot of people they are able to talk about it endlessly and like write long ass essays about the game and like the meaning of the story. And bro, for me, I was just wandering around. I had no idea what I was doing, and I think that's the point, because like the whole point is that it's very dreamlike, and you're not really supposed to get what's happening, right? It's a dream, right? So that makes sense. But I didn't like it very much, so I don't want to stream it. I think the best case scenario for like a continuous stream would probably just be don't starve together. But the thing is, that's also something I feel like would be better with friends. Which I mean works with IDV, but like IDV I was fine playing on my own. I'm like I well, to be fair with IDV, I haven't been streaming matches lately because I'm scared of like getting upset while playing Survivor, and also being clipped because I suck at Survivor. And like so Hunter, interestingly, was more real like easy for me, because even if I was raging on the inside, because I was on like because I knew I was being recorded, I didn't want to like get upset, so it helped me keep my calm. So like I would get so fucking frustrated playing Hunter, and like the Hunter anxiety can get really really bad, right? But with streaming, it actually made it a lot easier. It made ranking up as Hunter a lot easier. I didn't mind it as much when people were being toxic, and I was able to get further. Well, not further. I say I got further when I was off camera, but not really because of like camera anxiety or anything. Just because I think playing on mobile is just easier in general. Like not easier as in like the game is easier. I just mean like people mess up more on mobile. I don't know why. I guess PC like is where all the tryhards are. Maybe I should just play on PC exclusively because I'm a tryhard. Fuck. um. Past that, I'm thinking. Oh my god, you know what would have been a great game to play continuously? Starlight Revolver. Too bad that fucking went down the hill. God damn it. Bro, bro, bro. Ah, that sucks. Bro, if the game had continued development and like got into a place where it was like sort of comfortable, right? Where like the MMO features were kind of done and like the main thing was like morphed through, bro, I could have streamed that more often. Like that could have been something I've done. But the thing is, I don't know if I think I would be fine playing it once a week, so it works. But I don't know. It's not really it doesn't have much of a community or anything like that. Well, not anymore, obviously, but like back then as well, it didn't have much of a community, so I wasn't gonna get really far in it either. I don't know. Okay, I'm just kind of like figuring shit out. So I'm going to do Barry Stars, and there a lot of the round two has been unarchived, and I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to try in the future to keep things archived. That's gonna be one of my main goals. Like it's something that has been like I've been sort of trying to figure out a middle ground for how I act on stream, because I will admit, like I do have a persona and I do act a certain way on stream that I do not act like in real life, right? I don't I'm much more reserved and quiet in real life. And I do talk more softly in real life. But here I am more confident, and because of that, I'm also sometimes more relaxed and just I kind of say things that sometimes I shouldn't say. Like I'll just straight up dox myself or just say things that would probably like isn't really good for me to talk about. So you know. I My finger, what the fuck? So what was I saying? Shit. Okay, so I'm like when I first started. Okay, we're gonna do like a little channel history. I'm kind of like very spaced out. I'm so sorry right now. Okay, so when my channel first began, like I did practice streams, right? I did do like little practice streams. Um, and there's so many IDV streams, and then a giant blob of no CS streams in the middle, and then very stars, and then I took a long break from IDV. Um, it honestly, I'm gonna be honest. There's not really as much IDV as I thought there would be. That's like this something that's kind of like really jarring to look back on is the fact that I do not have nearly as much content as I thought I did. Um, it's been 3 years since I started, and the anniversary was a few months ago. But I stream pretty inconsistently. Um, and I know I took like a lot of breaks. Okay, so I think I streamed relatively consistently with Time Traveler and like Deep Inside, and it was like once a week. And the one of the streams, this like 2 minute one, I think it was just me telling people, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think I have time, or I'm like not available or something." And it was like a very quick message. So at this point, I was still consistent, and then I think around the time I got to Project Cat or Paper Lily was when I dropped off. Assumingly. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't remember when I dropped off. Because I took, like, okay, so Tales of Uria was one of the times I came back, though. Because it's a welcome back bastards thing. And then we continue on for a while. And then I did Doki Doki Literature Club. Why does this one have so many views, huh? This, okay, so that, and then afterwards, I did the IDV streams, and I think there were actually some streams I took down in this time frame, but this was 2 years of content, and there's like 20 videos, bro. It's so sad. And then like afterwards, the next year, like pretty much this year up until now, is when most of my content came out. And I do think there's a lot of things that have been unarchived. I don't know how much has been unarchived, but wait, let me see something real quick. Wait, is this a new comment? Oh no, that's just me. Okay. I thought that was. I don't actually think there's that many things unarchived, honestly. There's a decent amount, but it's not really that bad, honestly. Wait, let me see. Visibility. There we go. Okay, unlisted. I know there's also things that are privated as well, so I'm gonna... Wait, let me try this again. Sorry. Okay, visibility. Unlisted, privated, apply. So that's 84. 84 content, or 84 streams I took down. Wait, really? I took 84 down compared to my public streams. Wait, not this one. Which is 152. So actually, no, I did take down a shit ton. Okay, never mind. Wow, that's actually unexpected. I know a lot of them were like inventing streams though. But I'm surprised that so many are... Watch Our Realms got copyrighted? Oh, this is actually interesting. I probably should have kept streaming it. I didn't find the game fun. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of just thought it was like generic, and I got really upset when I realized it was a gotcha as well, because I was like, I don't wanna be fucking dealing with gotcha games when I have like when I'm spending like when I was like spending so much on IDV. And actually I could do Magia Extra, because that is a game I like ish. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with that one. It feels like it's a cash grab. I was so disappointed when I realized that the main story is literally just the anime story but told to us in visual novel form. And like I liked the story, so I was fine with it. Like I love going through the story, but it was disappointing as hell. I was unhappy going through it. If it felt like it was just cheap and stuff, because Magia Record had its own story, and I really liked Magia Record's story. I'm not saying like it's the best or anything, but it was something I personally liked, and I was really disheartened, I guess, um, knowing that you know the new game that replaced it was kind of just mid. And like I like the gameplay at least, and the music is really good, but it just didn't feel worthwhile to me. Something that's really sad is my happy 3 year stream was just IDV, which is I guess unfortunate that my anniversary stream just so happened to coincide with the day that Cage of Yesteryear released. But I don't mind that, but I kind of wish I could have done something specific for the channel. But then I kind of realized, what is specific for the channel that I could even do, bro? I kind of don't really know what to do about that, so who knows? um, yeah, but anyways, I think maybe tomorrow, if I can, I'm going to do Buried Stars, and then I'm going to do another stream at some point a little bit later. Is there sirens at this time? Wait, what the fuck is that? Hopefully that's not important. Am I hallucinating? I don't even think that there's actually anything going on. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like all over the place. I should try to be more focused, because it is this is supposed to partially be an announcement stream as well. I mean, the main announcement is at the beginning, and like now it's just the working and planning part, because I did. Okay, not on the Twitch side. The Twitch side just says talking about what to do in the future now that IDV might. Well, actually, no. Only the YouTube side has, like, in the description, I did say this was also going to be a working stream, and that's going to be what we're going to do a little bit. I'm going to pretty much figure out what I want for the channel right now. For the most part, I am pretty happy with what I have and what I put out, right? But I do kind of want to at least have some stream assets that might be nice to include, like something like a background would be nice. Because look at me. Look at this thing. Look at this nothingness. I want to... Oh, wait! Damn, that's so sad. I'm going to keep it. I do have hope that... I do have a little bit of hope that they're going to release a statement at some point. And, maybe we can go back to the game at some point. Also, the fact that like Gen AI is kind of just burning and crashing soon, so maybe they'll be forced to quit AI. I don't know. I don't really know when the protest is gonna end, if it's gonna ever end, because from what I know, it is possible everyone's just gonna leave the game, and then it's just not gonna come back. But I don't really think so. I do have some hope that because like the bigger creators are speaking out. I know Z's is speaking out. That things will change, hopefully. A lot of people are speaking out. Like every single fan base is speaking out right now. But from what I've seen, like, I mean, with me, I don't like negativity, so I pretty much muted a lot of accounts. So maybe my Twitter's a little biased, but pretty much the only thing I ever see with IDV is just a bunch of fan art and fan theories and like people discussing what they like about characters. And a lot of people are artists one way or another. They're all creatives. They're either writers or they're like drawers. I don't really know how to say that. And like I'm also one of them. I have made fan art for IDV. I've made like a whole giant little sheet for like my friend, which was like a little piece for Edgar, and there's a bit of Ed Luca like chibis on the side, and there's like a small little chibi of us where I was throwing the match, trying to hang out with him, and he's like, "Can you just decode the cipher?" Like there's a lot of people in the IDV community are artists, so of course, like I think a lot of people are going to be like outraged, so I feel like at some point they're going to have to release a statement. Like there's no way that they're going to there's no way they're going to just keep going at it and not say anything. So I do have hopes that one day it will return. I don't know when that is, though. I don't know when things are going to go to normal, if things will go back to normal, but I still have hopes that NetEase will get things together, and then everything's gonna be a-okay, and we're gonna stop it polluting the environment and destroying the world, yippee, kind of thing. I don't know. Honestly, I just don't like AI because I don't like how it takes people's art and just causes issues. I don't really, okay, so I don't have like it is really late for me, so like I'm delirious, okay? So please forgive me if I sound and speak stupidly, okay? But I do hate AI, but like the environmental thing is like a factor in it, but the main thing I guess I have issues with is I guess being an artist myself. I'm not like a good artist or anything, so like it's not really, so I guess it's not something I don't know. Like I guess I would be one of the people that people would want to replace, if that makes sense. But also, if I publish my art, theoretically AI wouldn't want to replicate me because I'm not that good of an artist. So I don't know. That's nice, I guess. But it feels bad knowing that, like, I just don't like the idea of like how people pour their souls into these characters, like on the fan side and on the creator side. Like if you didn't watch the interviews, like the creators really care about the story they're making and the characters they're creating, right? Like the interview after Cage of Yesteryear, where they're talking about like the decisions they made for Alice and stuff like that. Like they put a lot of thought and care into it, and they planned it out really, really like specifically as well. And I've seen, like, I've interacted with people on like the Twitter side, and I've have friends who are like very, like, they have certain characters that they can really strongly, right, and they know a lot about these characters. And hell, I'm I'm like that with like Emil, and to some degree like Galatea, and lesser degree, like much lesser degree, is like Alice as well. I do really like Alice, and I do really like Aesop. And like there's a lot that goes into these characters, and a lot of people who really really love these characters. And it's been 30 minutes. Shit, I feel like I barely said anything. God, I feel like I've just been stuttering and mumbling this whole time. I'm so sorry. This video is like such a mess. I hope the main point got across though. The main point was supposed to be that, you know, we're going to try to be more consistent, schedule things, and then like stream more, and we're not going to be doing IDV, and we're going to take suggestions for what we can do as a replacement game for like in the continuous section. I think if I'm going to do collabs, because I used to do collabs ish with like other people for IDV, instead I think I'm just going to invite them to maybe Don't Starve Together, because that probably would be a better option. Oh. Okay, well, am I still lagging? My thing went into the red for a second. I hope that didn't cut anything off. And you know, it's okay. I didn't say anything important. I just said like Don't Starve Together is my best option right now. But yeah, so like my main concern honestly is just the fact that AI is very it doesn't really know what people are thinking, and if there's like subtle things like foreshadowing that some of the creators added in some of the letters, and they're planning on expanding on that in the future letters, I'm scared that AI is just gonna completely mess it up, and then like the characters and the stories are gonna completely change, and like what made everyone special is just gonna slowly become more and more generic. Especially since I don't think AI has like specific filters, right? So they don't want to like get into dangerous territories. And with IDV being a horror game and having like really like a lot of characters do really fucked up things, and they also experience a lot of fucked up things. Like people get murdered, people murder people, like you know, Margareta. She jumped off a bridge into a river, and that's not good. Like that's bad, guys. I hope you know that. I don't want AI to like water things down and make things like more like safe and clean. Like that's something I'm worried about as well. And also just the characters being messed up, the art like quality being like messed up and stuff like that. Because I love the game for his story, and I love the game for his art and his direction, right? And then more obvious things like it's, you know, the fact that a lot of creative directors and people have been fired, and that is terrifying to me, because like if people are getting fired and shit, I don't think they're gonna come back, and like what like how many more people are gonna get fired, and how many people are gonna lose their jobs and lose their livelihoods, and on top of that, you know, which one of those people in there like really love the game and really love the characters and stuff like that, and now they're gone. So who's gonna, you know, who's going to write the characters with as much love and like care as they have? And like I don't know, I guess that's maybe a bit more selfish way of thinking about things. Like, can you write the characters the way I want them to be written? And I don't want it to be like just about that, but that's like I guess my concern, and that's why I just cannot support it. And of course everyone has their reasons, and everyone hopefully knows AI is bad and just would know not to support, I guess. But yeah, that's sorry. This has been a long side tangent. I already said the main point that I wanted to say, and I was thinking about continuing the stream for a bit longer just to at least do something with planning. So I'm gonna be honest, streaming is not my main thing. I mean, that should be obvious considering the fact that I was like, oh, this is something I come back to after like a job or something. So yeah, this don't really know what I want right now, so I'm going to try to at least make some kind of plan for what I want to do. Huh. Okay, let me grab something. I guess I'm gonna have a very small short to-do list. Now I don't plan on spending too much to create the channel. In fact, originally I was planning on making it very cheaply and pretty much free, I guess. Like, everything was gonna be made by me. But unfortunately, I have no motivation or energy to do shit, so that went nowhere. Like, I didn't exactly go nowhere, because I did have, for a very short time, a small, like, PNG tuber that I was actually pretty happy with. And then there was the crab. The crab was actually pretty nice. I did like it, but, I don't know why I stopped using the crab. I think I just forgot to use it at some points. Actually, yeah, I think that's it. I just straight up forgot to use it at multiple points, and like I just remember it every once in a while. Yeah, the crab only appears occasionally because I remember to do it. I did for the no-CO streams. I just straight up didn't have it at all, I think. Yeah, and then afterwards, I eventually got the PNG tuber thing. When did that come in? I think once that came in, it stayed consistently, yeah. Afterwards, I had it pretty much throughout. That one's a thumbnail, okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't have it for the no-CO stream. Actually, that makes sense. I never had it for the no-CO streams, I guess. Yeah, but anyways. He's just always there. Always in the little corner. He's so cute. I love him. Okay, so I think a background, yeah. So at the very least, I want to have a background that I can sit on. So something for, I guess, a just talking stream. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to think. We're gonna make a very short to-do list, and then I think I'm gonna just end stream there. I don't really have anything else to talk about, so okay, I'm gonna make a very, very short to-do list. Actually, I'll just write it down now. I'm not gonna even bother erasing what I had before. Not right now, at least. Okay, so I guess background. Yeah, that's all I have. maybe I should. I would have some other things, I guess, but I honestly don't know what I want, because like at this moment I'm pretty okay with what I have. I guess it's to be starting screen would be a good thing to have. Actually, I have a little list of things I was planning on doing for stream, but I never did because, oh yeah, like a stream ended, be right back, stream starting, and then like a little. Wait, no, I do have a plan. I do have a plan. Oh my god, I'm brilliant. I should maybe try considering redoing my design. Actually, no, I think I did redo my design. I kind of want to redesign my OC a little bit. I mean, I like the idea I have, but there's some elements that I find janky with it, so I do want to redo it a little bit. Mostly the belt. I don't like how weirdly colored it is. But I'm also kind of okay with my design right now. I don't really know if I want to change it, so. But yeah, I guess the stream background, something for the game and chat. And I guess I don't remember exactly what I specified I wanted. Okay, so I think the boat is also supposed to be movable or not part of the background exactly. I think there might be two versions. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so originally I did actually commission someone to do these things for me, and I think I paid like $50 or so, for everything, which was really really cheap because at the time it was like my partner, but we broke up. We broke up like right after I commissioned it, so I never got it. I also told him just to keep the money. I didn't really care. Okay, so I think we're gonna have two. We're gonna have one for general gaming, and I think either the boat should be movable or the boat should not be movable, and I don't know what I want to do with that. I'm gonna have the boat be separate. I don't think that's gonna take up too much space, so I think that should be fine. The boat can be separate, and then for I guess a just talking, it'll be like zoomed in and we're on the boat itself, and then we can just like relax and sit. So I think this is actually a relatively good thing. So I kind of already have a plan. It's just I never finished it because I never got my commission back. Oh shit! Now that I think about it, there's some commissions I haven't gotten back for like some people currently. So maybe I should go hassle them. But anyways, I think I have a good idea of what I want to do to continue progressing with the channel, and hopefully, actually no, I don't have an idea of what I want to do for the weekend. Fuck. Okay, so Buried Stars probably reverse for weekends. Okay, so reverse is gonna be on the weekends at like midday if possible, and then Buried Stars is gonna be late at night on the weekdays, and then I don't know what's gonna be my second slot. Because I do want to have 2 slots, and I don't want to have just one game that I play. I guess we're going to continue Tales of Uria. After years and years, we're going to finally continue the game, Tales of Uria. And I think, is there anything else? I think that'll be it for now. Yeah, so that's going to be it. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry about the quitting IDV thing. Hopefully everything will be handled and settled. Should I change my tags? I'm sorry. I'll figure out what I should do for Twitch and YouTube and try to see what I can do to make myself grow. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Yay!